pay the bill.
You can't.
No, I ain't.
Yes, you will.
I don't have no money.
What?
I don't have no money.
You better use that cash out card. Where's the cash out card?
This funeral procession was meant to be a sacred moment of grief and farewell to a murdered rapper, but it quickly became a kill zone when his sister, who was driving in the procession, was brutally shot. She crashed into a home and died minutes later in hospital. But here's what makes this unbearably cruel. The people who killed her were the same ones who murdered her brother just 2 weeks earlier. But before we understand how Ramesha's life ended in such a horrific way, we need to go back 2 weeks earlier to October 19th, 2024, when her brother Chevelle Carter was murdered on Chicago's South Side. Chevelle Carter wasn't just any 32-year-old from the South suburbs. Known on the streets as Trap City Vel or Trap City Carter, he was connected to a faction called Trap City, part of the Black Disciples gang operating around 66th Street and Rhodes Avenue on Chicago's South Side. His life had run-ins with the law, though none of them involved violence. In 2023, he led police on a chase exceeding 100 miles per hour near Oakbrook Mall, facing 2 counts of aggravated fleeing and eluding with bond set at $75,000. In 2017, he was arrested in Wyoming following a high-speed chase linked to attempted bank fraud. His criminal record revealed someone constantly running from the law, but not necessarily someone entrenched in violent crime. But the streets saw him differently. Social media and community discussions linked Carter to Trap City and, more importantly, to an escalating beef with a rival group called the Bloodhounds. The tension between these two sets wasn't always there. They had been cool with each other before. But then, something changed. A chain. That's what started all this bloodshed. In 2023, Bloodhound Lil Jeff allegedly stole a chain from Trap City Carter. The disrespect was loud through both groups. Carter addressed the theft in an interview that would later become haunting in its timing. Carter's explanation made it clear Lil Jeff didn't just borrow the chain, he stole it and then tried to play it off like it was a legitimate transaction. In street code, such disrespect demands retaliation, and retaliation is exactly what followed. Both sides started posting on social media, taunting each other, throwing threats back and forth. Then, in 2024, Bloodhound Lil Jeff was shot and killed in Trap City territory. The internet immediately pointed fingers at Trap City, claiming they were responsible for Jeff's death.
Before Tuka, all that shit.
They say, who created that band? They say, don't do that, man. They gonna think it's something else, man. But wrong with Dusky, man.
For sure.
Free O, man. Freedom.
Death. Whether that's true or not, the streets believed it, and in gang culture, belief is enough to spark a cycle of revenge. Which brings us back to October 19th, 2024, the night Chevelle Carter's life came to a violent end. Around 8:40 p.m., Carter was found with multiple gunshot wounds to the chest in the 3800 block of South Ellis Avenue in Chicago's Oakland neighborhood, part of the historic Bronzeville area. Witnesses reported seeing 2 gunmen approach him, open fire, then flee in a white vehicle. He was rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center, where he was pronounced dead. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office ruled his death a homicide. This was a targeted hit, likely in retaliation for Lil Jeff's death, and the Bloodhounds made sure people knew they were responsible. Social media lit up with taunts and celebrations from the Bloodhound side. Q50, a member of the Bloodhounds, went online and openly mocked Carter's death, making it clear that the Bloodhounds felt vindicated. It wasn't just a chain anymore. This was about respect, territory, and proving dominance. And they weren't done yet. But here's the part that makes this whole situation more tragic. During the interview Carter gave just days before his death, the interviewer kept asking questions about people who had died in the past. Carter, clearly frustrated, asked a question that would become eerily prophetic. The interview was filmed a day before Carter was killed. It premiered YouTube the day after he died. By the time people saw him talking about dead people, he had become one himself. That's how fast the streets move.
But if you think the violence ended with Chevelle Carter, you're wrong, because the people who killed him weren't satisfied with just taking his life. They wanted to send a message, and 2 weeks later, they did exactly that at his funeral. The funeral service was held at St. Mark's Baptist Church at 14,618 Lincoln Avenue in Harvey, Illinois. The wake was scheduled from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., followed by the funeral from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Leake and Sons Funeral Homes handled the arrangements. Family and friends gathered to pay their respects to a man whose life had been cut short by violence, and among them was Ramesha Turner, Carter's 34-year-old sister.
A lot of the fans curious about the relationship between you and Vert.
Right.
We seen a lot of pictures of y'all together, you know what I'm saying? It look like y'all down there grew up together.
Vert, I've been knowing Earl for a minute, you know? I've been knowing folks for a long time.
His real name Earl?
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Where the f you get real from? He always been older than me. What, Vert, 23? Everybody always treated Vert. Treated him, gang. He never been that type of nigga, for real, for real. But his brother them like that. His brother them know that. But he ain't never been that type of T. But literally, he was playing in that middle shit for too long, lying to us like he went with my, you know, this your best friend and shit. You lying to us, and we your real homies. You don't even know dude. You met dude in 2021. So you've been knowing him for 3 years, and I've been knowing you for 10 years. That's why we fell out.
Ramesha was a devoted mother, loving sister, and renowned hairstylist in the Calumet Park community. She had 2 daughters, Jayla and Jade, and was pursuing a nursing degree at Rasmussen University. She wasn't involved in gang activity or part of the street life that had consumed her brother. She was just a woman trying to mourn her brother and support her family through an unimaginable loss. After the service ended, the funeral procession began toward the cemetery. Ramesha was driving her white Jaguar SUV, positioned near the rear of the convoy. The procession passed Harvey and Dixmoor, a quiet suburb south of Chicago, and that's when the attack happened.
Okay, y'all, so we finna, Mom, you gotta go for the camera, come on. So we finna do the, just give me my money thing. It's gonna be me, Jay, and then my mama. Okay, wait. Just, wait, hold on. Okay, okay, come on. Just give me my money, yeah! You gotta say, hey, like,
Hey. Okay, it's my turn, y'all. Let's get my mom.
Okay, now it's my turn. Just give me my money.
At approximately 12:01 p.m., gunfire erupted near the intersection of 147th Street and Seeley Avenue in Dixmoor. Multiple bullets struck Ramesha's vehicle. She lost control and crashed into a nearby house, leaving a scene of chaos. The impact damaged the homeowner's property, including a broken fence and porch steps. Tire marks were etched into the grass, and one of Ramesha's shoes was left behind in the wreckage. And shell casings littered the ground, evidence of the brutal ambush that had just taken place. Ramesha was rushed to UChicago Medical Ingalls Memorial Hospital in Harvey, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead shortly after arrival, leaving her family that had just buried one loved one now to prepare to bury another.
And every time one of you bitches say I can't do it, bitch, I'ma do it, and I'ma do it again, and again, and again, and again, till you can't take it no more. Bitch!
You can keep it P? Okay, bet. Stand on that. All these designer clothes.
The Dixmoor Police Department, assisted by Illinois State Police, launched an investigation. They described the incident as isolated, with no immediate threat to the public. But that description felt hollow to a community that understood exactly what had happened. The timing was too precise to be coincidental. The bloodhounds knew where the funeral was and the procession route, and they waited for the perfect moment to strike. By targeting Ramesha during the funeral, they were desecrating a sacred ritual and telling Trap City that nowhere was safe, not even a funeral. And they wanted everyone to know they did it. Social media posts from individuals allegedly connected to the Bloodhounds hinted at their involvement, with some reportedly boasting about the attack online. One name that came up repeatedly in community discussions was Trap City Rob, who was arrested shortly after the funeral shooting, though not directly for Ramesha's murder. He was charged with armed habitual criminal and resisting arrest, possibly after allegedly returning fire during the ambush. However, no one has been officially charged with Ramesha Turner's murder.
Just give me my money.
Yay! Just give me my money. Yay! Just give me my money. Yay!
Just give me my money.
Yay!
Just give me my money.
Yay!
Give me my money.
A member of Trap City, Taro, spoke about the funeral in an emotional interview, capturing the devastation felt by those who survived. What happened to Ramesha Turner and Chevelle Carter isn't unique. It's part of a disturbing pattern that has plagued Chicago for over a decade. Gang-related violence at funerals and processions has become so common that authorities formed a funeral and cemetery violence task force in 2018 specifically to address the problem. Let's put this in perspective. On July 20th, 2020, 15 people were shot outside Rhodes funeral services in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood during the funeral for Donnie Weathersby, who himself had been killed in a gang-related drive-by. Over 60 shell casings were found at the scene. Mourners returned fire, turning the funeral into what police described as a war zone. In 2025, federal authorities indicted members of the Face World gang, accusing them of 13 murders, including the shooting at that funeral. On October 22, 2018, over 50 shots were fired during the funeral for rapper Vantrese Dusky the Man Chris at Bethlehem Star Missionary Baptist Church in the Burnside neighborhood. The shooting was linked to historic rivals, the Gangster Disciples and Black Disciples, who had been taunting each other online leading up to the service. These aren't isolated incidents. Between 2010 and 2026, multiple funerals across Chicago have been targeted, resulting in deaths and injuries among mourners. And it's not just Chicago. In Los Angeles in 1988, gang members attacked funeral processions by flying their colors through rival territories, leading to shootings at cemeteries. In Denver in 2015, an uncle and nephew were killed before a funeral in what experts described as brazen gang violence. But why funerals? Why target people at their most vulnerable? The answer is as simple as it is horrifying: maximum impact. Funerals unite entire families and communities. They're public events where the location and time are known in advance, and they offer an opportunity to humiliate your enemies by desecrating something sacred. When you shoot up a funeral, you're not just killing someone, you're sending a message that there are no safe spaces, no moments of peace, no respect even for the dead. This is what Trap City and the Bloodhounds have been doing to each other. The beef started over a stolen chain in 2023. It escalated to the murder of Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Then it claimed Chevelle Carter's life. And finally, it took Ramesha Turner's life at her brother's funeral. And as of today, no arrests have been made in either Carter's or Turner's cases. Chicago's homicide clearance rate tells part of the story. In the first half of 2025, the clearance rate reached 77.4%, the highest in over a decade.
I'm outside with your pipe. Got a brown skin nigga with dreads. And a black ass nigga with white. He gon' drop that neck. He love the way I sit. Fake nails, bitches press. So hot, damn the red. I keep puss fresh. Jesus shirt on wet. Who want smoke? Say what? Oh, get that off your chest. The fuck? Turned up with my niggas.
Before Tuka, all that shit.
They say, who created that man? They say, don't do that, man. They gonna think it's something else, man. But wrong with Lil Dusky, man. Wrong with,
For sure.
Free O, man. Freedom.
In predominantly black South Side neighborhoods like Oakland, where Chevelle Carter was killed, clearance rates are significantly lower. For non-fatal shootings, the clearance rate is as low as 6%.
Witnesses are afraid to come forward, families don't trust the police, and the cycle continues. What do you think about this case? Let me know in the comments section. Click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.
At 10, police say the driver of a white Jaguar was killed as she took part in a funeral procession. It had just left a church in Harvey when someone opened fire at 147th and Sealy in Dixmoor. The Jaguar crashed into a nearby home. 34-year-old Romisha Turner was found inside the vehicle, fatally injured. No one is in custody.
Yeah, we just learned in the last few hours that victim is 34-year-old Romisha Turner, and we're still trying to learn more about her at this time, but go ahead and take a look at this video. Dixmoor police tell us that all of this happened around 12:01 this afternoon. Dixmoor police responded to a call of several shots fired at an intersection of 147th and Sealy. They say Romisha was driving a white Jaguar SUV, and that SUV collided with a residential home. They found her inside with gunshot wounds. She was later transported to Ingalls Memorial Hospital in Harvey, where she died. Police say that she was part of a funeral procession that just left St. Mark's Church in Harvey, just about a block away from where this shooting took place. You can see the damage left there behind at that scene on 147th and Sealy. You can see it still shows some tire marks in the grass. You can still see that there's a lot of damage to this homeowner's property as well. And I think one of the saddest things that you find there still left behind is Romisha's shoe. Back out here right now, we are still trying to see if we are able to learn more about her. However, we know that Dixmoor police, they are still trying to figure out exactly who fired the shots and how all of this happened. Reporting in Dixmoor, I'm Darius Johnson, CBS News, Chicago.
A lot of the fans curious about the relationship between you and Vert.
Right.
We seen a lot of pictures of y'all together. You know what I'm saying? They're like y'all down there grew up together.
Vert, I've been knowing Earl for a minute, you know? I've been knowing folks for a long time.
His real name Earl?
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Where the f you get real from? He always been older than me. What, Vert, 23? Everybody always treated Vert. Treated him, gang. He never been that type of nigga, for real. But his brother them like that. His brother them know that. But he ain't never been that type of T. But literally, he was playing in that middle shit for too long, lying to us like he went with my, you know, this your best friend and shit. You lying to us, and we your real homies. You don't even know dude. You met dude in 2021. So you've been knowing him for 3 years, and I've been knowing you for 10 years. That's why we fell out.
Trap City Terror exposes how Bloodhound Q50 is a created player.
Have you seen Q50? Do you know Q50 from back in the days, anything like that?
Personally, I done seen him a couple times in the trenches, you know, but he done came outside on like some special occasions type deal. Like he's allowed to. Mama, can I go outside? Yeah, that type of shit. Like other than that, we don't really know for you. Me and Calvin born and then he just woke up one day and said, I want to go 20. So that's why I make you a creative player. But he woke up one day and said, I want to go when you didn't have to do that. So that's why. But you still play a major role in it.
I brought up your father earlier. I'm not sure if you want to say who he is, but if you don't, I don't know if you want to even say what he do type shit, but I want to ask, like, how do he feel about what you doing right now? Because I remember even talking about that, like, with him doing what he doing, you know, he could help, but it's like.
Yeah, since look, so when I first started doing music on some real shit, yeah, my daddy used to be on me, on my asshole, because I've been, you know, advanced, been smart as hell, but I started really was making music every day, and he like to, he ain't want my to ever go down the route that he went down, but he seen that I really wanted to do this shit, because he always used to be like, yeah, I already know where this shit gonna go, gang, ooh, ooh. Yeah, it went where he wanted to go, but I'm taking this over serious, like to the point where I'm really on it. It's more than just drill rap. I just started doing this because of what's going on around me, and I just using the negative publicity and turning it to good. That's what I'm doing. So he see like what I got, the plan that I got, and the effect that's going on. So it's like you can't even say, bro, because I'm really trying to change this, do this for us, blood. So it shouldn't be nothing said, even though, you know, you probably be like, yeah, it ain't right, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you supposed to do. You're a father. You supposed to do shit like that. Discipline. I'm twin. Like, nah, that shit. Look, I got an explanation around this shit, man. Look, bro, we finna get out this shit with this shit. Look, I'm twin. That's my whole goal. I don't get no about. I ain't finna be rapping about all this lame shit. Like, that's lame for real, for real. But if I can just respond and get motherfuckers' attention with just off my talent, then why not keep responding?
So like, cause I ain't gonna lie, like from what you had said before, like I get his perspective, if I'm being honest, but I get yours too. You looking at it like, I got a talent, I got this. Why not push behind it? That you do what you do. You could, I only gotta be going to other. But then as a father, it's like, do I want to put my son out here this way?
Yeah.
Cause I know it come with this. So it's like, if what I know come with this end up happening, he could never forgive himself, you know? It's like, at least I could have tried to do my part. Now, if you go do this on your own, then it ain't really much of can do, but say he points you in the right direction and told you what he know type shit. So, like, how does that affect your music career? Do you feel like it holds you back, or you just go and use your own resources?
Yeah, so look, like, as a growing up, you gotta start, like, you figure out, like, you gotta do shit on your own, bro. Like, you don't gotta wait on bro. To be saying, like, we're gonna do this, and it takes so long that you waiting on them that it never happened. So you gotta start doing independently. Look, if you really wanna take something serious, gang, you gotta do that shit yourself, no matter if somebody help you start it. You gotta always have that drive foot within yourself, gang. It shouldn't always take somebody else for you to get up to get on and do this shit. If you got that drive for yourself, bro, you gonna figure out any way to make it happen. So my pops, yeah, cameraman for sure. Hell yeah, he shoot videos. But if he gonna say like, damn, I wanna have a video, do it like this, and it's like, I feel like it's a procrastination, then I'm gonna go to another cameraman and get that shit done immediately. Cause I don't really like procrastinating on phone them. So if it'll be a situation like he'll be saying like, you know, he don't got certain shit ain't occurring and certain shit ain't, you know. So I just end up going with another cameraman. But as growing up, he ain't ready yet. Why would you want your son to be doing something that you already know it's bad for real?
Bro. So what's next for you music wise? You got any projects, mixtapes, collabs? I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna let you say. Bro.
Yeah, I'm finna drop a little project, a little mixtape. I'm finna drop that real soon. Probably it's gonna be before the summer, next month in May. I'm gonna drop that. I don't got no name or nothing for it yet though. It's coming to play. But I'm gonna make sure it's real hits though. 10 out of 10 for sure. It's gonna be 10 songs. 5 pain songs, 5 drill songs. It's gonna be real merch though. For sure. I'll make sure I keep that up with y'all.
So, looking ahead, do you see any end to like the cycle of retaliation? Meaning like, they do this, then we do this, then they do this, then we do this. And it's like, versus like, I feel like when people have some type of structure, it'd be like, all right, what we doing here? Like, what's the resolution? What's the end? What's the ending with this shit? Versus, like, I get it. It's like how we say it's pain, but it's like, like, when niggas gonna really wake up and realize, like, yeah, motherfucker hurt. Do you want to keep hurting? Because it's like, I keep saying I get why niggas doing what they do and how they feel, but at the same time, it's like, when you really think about the big picture, you putting yourself deeper and deeper and deeper and more pain, basically. Because when you hurt somebody else, they gonna want to hurt you. And it's like,
Cycle.
when do niggas just be like, all right, it's like, if I kill somebody and they kill my homie, we should be even. But for some reason, niggas gotta get one up. Niggas never just want to be like, what you did to me, I did back, and that's that. Like, when do niggas ever feel like, do it ever get to that point?
See, sometimes, like I said earlier, it's within the nigga, whoever the person is, the individual it is. And it's whoever around him, how they feeling. But if it's that right person, like I said earlier, that got that right say-so and that right power within itself and that right respect, gang, within everybody, gang. And he presented to motherfuckers like, that's him. And then he got the say-so, then if he got the feeling that he wants shit to slow down and he get that motherfucker, that get everybody that idea, of course, yeah, it can happen, but it all depends on who the person is that's respected. It can't just be no anybody for. It can't, cause then a motherfucker won't even believe it if it's anybody. If it's a motherfucker they feel like a goofy, then they treating them. We not doing none of that. This shit ain't never over. That's how motherfucker feel. It just be like that. Some motherfucker got the biggest ego, but some niggas real, gang, that feel like, gang, we making money, gang. We can get more money by stopping this shit. We don't gotta come together. We don't gotta do this. We don't gotta do that. We can keep play our parts as long as we just get money on the outside, take care of our family. It's niggas out here like that. But in Iraq, man, I don't know if it's how many niggas out here like that. It's probably a handful, 10 at the most. I don't even, you know? So niggas ain't coming like that.
So, is there anybody, like, you don't got to name who, but do you feel like there's anybody from your hood that got the capability of doing that?
Yeah. Buggy. You know what I'm saying?
What would it take for him to get on that page, though?
But it's like, I on some real shit, bro.
I know you say shit fresh, though.
Yeah, it's like that's not even something that I can believe, like, that can happen at the moment. Not at this moment, nah. Yeah, but also, yeah, all right. Buggy.
All right, so speaking of, you know, people having that pull shit like that, do you feel like that's probably why O-Block ain't really too much accept the shit with J-Mane, feeling like he might not have?
Yeah, like J-Mane, I know, like, it gotta be a real member, gang. Like, folks, he doing what he doing and shit, like he, you know, making this shit known in Iraq, like, he got a little
he doing his
audience and shit. Yeah, you know, he got his shit going on, but in the streets, hell no, like, he ain't the one that could be the one to bring niggas overly together, gang. If it like, not overly, like, not no real members, not no killers and shit like that. It gotta be a real, like, motherfuckers know J-Mane, though. I ain't saying that.
Yeah. It's just a different type shit, you know? Like,
yeah, you know what I mean.
With someone like RP Duck, if he was around, like, do you think he would have been a person?
Yeah. Like it'd be smushed, like, done. Like, if he like, he was already on that, like, but if he was the one to, like, real life coming forward and over vouch for it, BD, it definitely would have been got done.
Sometimes I'll be wondering if I mean, for their hood, yeah. Just for their hood, yeah. But people be making it seem like Duck could just stop all the GDs and Dirk could have, like, I remember a point in time that it's like, man, why y'all wait till Duck died and why y'all wait till Dirk go to jail? Like, Dirk could just stop all the BDs and Duck could just stop all the GDs. I don't think that's the case. Cause I know a lot of BDs that don't even know Dirk, that don't, like, you know, be like, what? You got shit to do with me?
Yeah.
Bro, like, this shit real with us. Like, I think that shit most so affect people who you got a relationship with, type shit. Like, they be trying to make niggas look like they gang leaders and shit. They just
regular motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bitch laughing, though.
You got Tri-City Terror, man. 16 for 16, man. How you coming, brody?
What you on, brother? I don't mind
now.
the phone, man. I just wrote this shit. Let's do it. Everything authentic. Jealousy and envy, that's why your dog want your place. Niggas make this shit real easy just to die. If you the one talking shit, you better always keep your strap. I ain't never understand why niggas always gotta bow. Man, shit was going smooth, turn me up. I lost my little man, damn mad shit. Gotta be this way, but that's the life he lived. Was finna crash with my little man, but I got locked up, did a bid. It's okay, coming down to road. Now shit serious, how many people I done shot since he died? Be for real, I hate what niggas got a front on what he did and who he killed. He ain't did that. I'm just saying that nigga bop. I got these bitch ass niggas mad. I'm making money off rap. I ain't got a trap. I'm trying to make a million off this. Niggas only known cause he let his cousin die and did a split. Nigga wanna keep on seeing get back. Y'all ain't did shit, nigga. I swear, you used to tell us you ain't with the shit. Tender ass nigga always getting into it with a bitch. You know we can do it anytime or any day I'm with it. You got niggas thinking that it's cool to hang with you, they tripping. Why you acting like we don't go and switch it up? You already know whatever happened to who play with us. We ain't never duck shit. You know we'll come quick, talking about I'm hiding when I'm outside, bitch, coming bin. How you shut the trap down? We still dumping real persons in. You was hearing stories about us walking niggas down. And Vert know how I'm coming. I'm the real bloodhound. Lil Speedy, he my fucking shorty. He a fucking child. We be spending all night to the sun down, get money. Nigga been trying to get all this money. I